All right, we're gonna talk about something this morning. Um, this is what I'm talking about, right? One of my biggest problems in the market is taking profits too early. Cause I get scared, I get nervous, right? And it makes me want to leave early. That's why I got out at 61 instead of waiting for 184 and 202 like I wanted to. 40 points above. Excuse me, around 40 points above, 20 points above what my take profit was. I mean, the entry was incredible by itself. It was around 97. So if you can take 70 points in the marketplace, I think you're well on your way. But um, um like let me think how to word this. SMT is what I should be worried about first. So you have this level right here, right? It did not break the lower low, and it did not break the lower low on here either, right? That's what I'm talking about, and that's stuff that I need to be focusing on. Stuff like that were good going up, and we just ran, dude. But as I mentioned, there's stuff that I don't know. There's stuff that I think I know or I understand completely, and I really don't. And there's other things that um, maybe I never heard of or I can't even see because I don't know about it yet. But this is one of the things that I should know. I should know this. Right, I'm learning about it right now in the Market Maker series, but this is what I'm talking about. At the same time, PMI, not the best idea to be trading PMI like that. Maybe you can get another entry right here, 153, or even like up here, breaker. But even like 174, like you'd be making another 50 points. You know what I mean? But um, update on the TradeVid account from this morning. I have $251 left until I pass the evaluation, so that should be done sometime next week. I think I'm done trading for the rest of the day. I don't like taking whenever I have like a winning trade and I'm enjoying myself, everything's good. I really don't like to force myself to trade twice. It usually never ends well, especially on the commissions on top of that, and it just doesn't end up being very good. Commissions on micros is a lot by itself for what you're getting, but we'll see. So it just broke 240. It's crazy, but it's kind of what I'm talking about, right? So I missed out on another 60 points, 80 points. What could I do to get that next time? You know, so we broke into the fair value gap, right? The second one on the 1 hour chart. I'll bring that up here. So the 1 hour fair value gap. This is what I want to have my take profit at 202. That'll be my, or that would have been my ideal leader, right? I guess I could have put my leader on number 2 right there, but I personally wouldn't have done. I would not have done that. I put it on 202 and I leave and call it a day. But that's really all I'm worried about. But it's been an excellent week. I have to say, an excellent week. I had 2 days where I lost money and I still made money this week, which is awesome. Yeah. Overall, it's been a positive week. I'm loving it, man. Trading, I love trading. I wish like I had like a button that I could press and I could just skip to the next day at uh at 9 o'clock Eastern every day, and then skip to the next day 9 o'clock Eastern, just make and just compound money quicker. But of course, doesn't exist. Um, but yeah, just enjoying myself, trying to make some money out here. And I guess I can talk about this. So looking at the 15-minute chart, this is kind of what I'm talking about here, right? When I say SMT, this is kind of what I'm mainly referring to. So you see on Nasdaq, how we just go ahead and get rid of these. I don't need those anymore. You see how we had these relative equal lows here, right? And then whenever you look at ES, it's a completely different story. So we have that one was right there. What time is that? 3:15 in the morning. So 3:15 in the morning. Okay. Yeah, so at 3:15, that's 9:30. Yeah. You see Nasdaq, how it has that low right there, right? Look at ES. That's ES. That's SMT to like the maximum that we're going to be going up. All right, that's really all you need to see. You see this level right here. I see how flat that is. It failed to make, well, it did make a higher low. It didn't go down below that. But this is what I'm talking about, like just this sudden movement upwards. That's how you know that we're going to be going up, right? I just didn't expect us to get as high as we are. All right, that kind of shocked me. But if we take out this high, we're going to be good for going up. I called this yesterday for OTE in this area to get in long and hold it there, and then see if you can't get the highs up here at 5,800. Same thing for the NASDAQ. This area was the ideal entry for longs after I swept out this low and whatever else was next to it. This one was other sell side liquidity, but again, we never got there. It was definitely movement ups after we saw the thing happen at 9 a.m., but that was okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If we feed into this fair value gap, we're probably gonna get there, honestly, but that'll shock me that we'll get there to 260. Yeah, if we close above this fair value gap, it's probably gonna be ups all the way up until here 420, and after 420, we're just gonna keep going up, trade back in, and then go. Yeah, I really want to see it do something like this. How do you even do this? A pitchfork? What do I need a pitchfork for? So something like this. If we go above that, this is what I'm thinking about doing. It's gonna go feed into whatever's there, and then it's gonna get from that point up into highs, and then we're gonna target this liquidity right there. Let me call it BSO. All right, that's my idea of what I think is gonna happen. If it does, excellent. If it doesn't, then hey, I've been wrong before. Just add it to the incorrect list. All right, but that's what I'm talking about. The SMT there early in the morning is what I saw being the SMT. Good in the morning. Another piece is on the ES. We made a lower low or relative equal low, and on NASDAQ, it was on the NASDAQ, it was normal. So you see that right there. You see that, like the higher low, relative equal low. You go here, it's a lower low or relative equal low, right? That's what I'm talking about. Man, get your studies up. Make sure you understand everything you're talking about. Do some more research. Do some more, take some more notes. Just be on the top of your game, man. But the ideal entry for this kind of setup, probably something like that. I like that. Yeah, that's good. Reason why? Nice movement upwards. These two candles are unfortunate, but it's mainly just this one, and this green one here, just like sudden movements up. That's what I want to see. And even on ES, you can see what happened there this morning. We didn't even get it on ES. ES was so fast up. Look at this. ES is moving up so fast, you didn't get any opportunities to get in. Not one. Just right there, hits it, and then. But smart money, you should know to get in down here, right? But yeah, that's the best trading opportunity for you this morning. NASDAQ was the one that was lagging this morning. You could tell just by the relative equal lows here how flat it is. Like the more flat it is like that, that's how you know. That's how you know it's going to be the laggy one. And this one was lagging behind. You got the entry there. And then so you know to write it up. But whenever someone says, like, how do you know which one to ride or how do you know which one to pick, NASDAQ or ES, that's usually what it is. Whichever one's the laggy one, like you kind of know which one by looking at that, right? You see a laggy one, you don't want to be in the laggy one. You want to be in the fast one, right? So if it's laggy on NASDAQ, you want to be on the ES. All right, but I don't like trading ES. I just don't like it. Maybe I'll learn it at some point, but I just don't like the way that it moves. Don't like the way that it reacts. Some days it's really, really slow. Sometimes it's like absolutely out of this world, like today and yesterday and 2 days ago. But yeah, usually not a fan of the ES. But this one got up there to -2. I forget what he called it, divergence or something like that. Not divergence. I forget what he calls it. Yeah, that's it right there. Entry long here, OTE, and then bang all the way up. That's a lot of money. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. I was just about to close this thing out. We need to read something from Revelation. Revelations 5. Believe we have to start at 11. And then after that, we close out in prayer. Excuse me. You can close it out in prayer. And then we can have a good rest of our day. All right. Verse 11. Then I looked and heard the voice of many angels, numbering thousands upon thousands and 10,000 times 10,000. They encircled the throne and the living creatures and the elders. In a loud voice they were singing, "Worthy is the Lamb who was slain to receive power and wealth and wisdom and strength and honor and glory and praise." Oh man, can you imagine having a big like the Oval Office, I guess, but God's in the center of it, and you have this giant swarm of people all just praising Him. Oh man, where's it at? 13. Then I heard every creature in heaven and on earth and under the earth and on the sea and all that is in them saying, "To Him who sits on the throne and to the Lamb, to praise and honor and glory and power forever and ever." I think I already read this last time, but it's just so amazing. The four living creatures said, "Amen," and the elders fell down and worshipped. Amazing. Number 6. We'll read that right there. Number 6. I watched as the Lamb opened the first of the 7 seals. Then I heard one of the 4 living creatures say in a voice like thunder, "Come." I looked, and there before me was a white horse. Its rider held a bow, and he was given a crown, and he rode out as a conqueror bent on conquest. When the Lamb opened the 2nd seal, I heard the 2nd living creature say, "Come." Then the other horse came out, a fiery red one. Oh, this is what it's talking about, the horses. Okay. Its rider was given the power to take peace from the earth and make people kill each other. To him was given a large sword. Dude, we gotta read all of it. 4th living creature say, "Come." We'll read up until 7. I'm not gonna read anything until after 7. It's the 7 seals though. We'll read this next time. Because the 7 seals is huge, right? You wanna hear this all in one sitting. So we're gonna read this next time because we want to read it all at once. Let's go ahead and pray it out. Dear Lord, sometimes life would be difficult. Sometimes life would be not as we expect. Some good things will happen, some bad things will happen, and it's not ideal. We don't want to deal with that kind of suffering. We don't want to have to experience those kinds of things, but it's the unfortunate part of being on this planet and not being in heaven with you. You know, being on earth, sometimes we're disappointed, sometimes we're very happy, and all emotions in between. But it's important that we remember through the highs and the lows that you are with us. That you're with us and you love us because we're your children. We're children and we are loving and caring. We praise your name, Holy God. And, there's sometimes that us as humans, particularly myself, sometimes we give in to our sin. And I believe the first step is accepting that as a problem and seeking for solutions and doing something about it. So, Lord, if there's anybody out there that's struggling with sin right now, I pray that you would remind them that you're there with them. I pray that you'd be there for them, that you would hold their hand and guide them through the solution to their problem and get them to the point where they don't have to worry about that sin anymore. They love you more than they love the sin, so the sin has no grip on them. God, the devil has been making his way into so many people's lives. You can see it every day, and it's a terrible thing to see. It's a terrible thing to see. God, I prayed about this last night as well. I'm going to pray about it again this morning. I pray that you would share your word with those that don't know you. There's a lot of people, plenty of people out there that don't know you, and I pray that those people that maybe never heard of you or heard you a couple times and maybe overlooked you, that they would take a second look, that they would take a second thought about that, and go and seek, go and search. But dear God, I thank you for the opportunities that you've given me to make money from the stock market. Not only that, but my sales job as well. I really appreciate everything that you've been doing for me as far as the money is concerned. Um, I'm thankful for all that I get, the entries and exits. I know it's not real money right now, but the entries and exits have been outstanding, and they're not perfect, but I'm grateful for what I have and for what you've given me, and I thank you for them. I say this all the time, many times a day. God, if there's anything that I can do to repay you, there's a place you want me to be, someone you want me to serve, someone you want me to help, or whatever, I do that. Just send me the opportunity, and I'll be more than happy to help serve those people that maybe need help. So God, just show that opportunity to me, and I'll take it, to show my gratitude, my appreciation towards God. Amen. All right. Today is a good morning. Today is an excellent morning. It's 9:30. I have to work for another 2 hours, so I think I'm going to go and study a little bit. Something that I've been thinking about is really just quitting my job, honestly. I don't really think that having a job is really worth time to do. If you're making $600-700 a day, I think a job is pretty much useless, because you're working 8 hours in comparison to the 30-40 minutes you're doing in the morning. And that's kind of something that I've been, I wouldn't want to say struggling with, but it's been an idea that's been sitting in my mind for a while. Is like, okay, I have 2 jobs. The first one definitely pays more than the second one. I'm just like, I cannot wait until trading really takes over. 3 months of continuous, like consistent money. 3 months consistent money, and we should be good. We should be good. It's been a few weeks of consistent money, and it's been excellent. But I start getting this thing paying out, because the money's good, right? The money's excellent. But what is the point of having one job that pays you half as much but takes up 10 times more of your time? You know, if you set trading as number one and spent the rest of the day as studying or doing out there to make yourself better, that would be an excellent idea. Excellent idea. Because not only are you making your money in the morning, right, you have hours, countless hours of the rest of the day to focus on studying and perfecting your craft and getting to where you want to go and doing what you have to do to become a better trader and a better person in general. The amount of personal development, right? The amount of personal development that could be done during that time is absolutely incredible. And the books that I have to read, I've been lacking on. Things that I have to research, I've been lacking on because I have 2 jobs now, right? So I have to get on top of my time management and get there like quicker. Like I'm trying to eat faster. I'm trying to shower fast. It's like I'm trying to make as much time as I can to be behind the computer, right? Outside of spending time with my family, where it's really getting in the way of my studies. And of course, people always say like, oh, you know, whenever I get home from work, I just don't want to study because it's been such a long day. And I was like, well, you keep thinking like that, you're never going to get anywhere, right? So that's kind of the mindset that I don't want to fall in. And, well, I'm not going to fall into it because it's easy to decide not to. But, yeah, overall, it's been excellent. I like having 2 jobs. I like making good money, right? Especially if it's a sales-related job. It keeps you on. It keeps your skills sharp because you use them every day, right? So I like that. I just think that the stock market can pay you a whole lot more than really any job can. Don't really care what you're doing. No job's gonna pay you $6,000 to get there and get out. Unless you're on some kind of contract or something. I don't know. Maybe some jobs do. Maybe some stuff that you do, but it's entrepreneurship, right? So you work for yourself, or you work for a small company, or whatever. You don't work for an actual enterprise or a corporation or a company or anything like that. So that's something that I definitely want to do. Um, I actually heard a story. I was at the doctor's office, and one of the doctors told us a story. Us patients in the waiting room. He said he knew a attorney, and this attorney, he was a good attorney. He made good money, but he said that he quit being an attorney to go and cut down trees as a business. And what he does, he goes to like natural disaster areas all over Florida, all over the East Coast, especially all those countries down there in the South and South America. He goes and he helps them like pick up the trees and stuff. This man has made incredible money. Apparently, I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently he's made like a whole lot more money being like a tree cutter guy. I don't know what you call it, tree remover, than he has being an attorney. And that's kind of like what the power is behind working for yourself. And that's why I'm working as hard as I am to get where I am, because he left the corporate world, or he left, being an attorney, being in those courtrooms and whatnot. He left that to go cut down trees because the pay was more, right? The pay was more, right? People might not see being an attorney as prestigious. I'm sorry. People might not see a person that cuts down trees or owns a tree cutting business as being that prestigious, but and they might see an attorney is, but if you make more money doing one thing than the other, then who cares? You know what I mean? This video has been long enough. I just enjoy talking. A lot of changes are going to be happening in the near future, and just taking notes about everything that I'm feeling, everything that I'm experiencing. I'm taking note of, and I'm trying to do the best that I can to try to do the best that I can to make the best decision whenever the time comes. But right now, the best thing that I could do is put like all the money that I have into a TradeVid account, let it sit there, and use that TradeVid account on TradingView. Make some real money. But that's that. Just enjoying myself. Yeah, that's it.